broken. Oh, well, let's do this. Hey, there we are. Hey, beer fans, my name's Steve Jaguar. This is a BeerNative Live beer review. I don't know if anybody is actually watching live, but if you are, welcome. And if you're watching after the fact, welcome. In this particular one, I am going to be reviewing a brewery I have not reviewed yet. And let's talk about them a little bit by bringing them up on the big screen. Here we go. Alphabet Brewing Co. from, let's scroll down so you can actually see, Manchester. That's probably really hard to read. Trust me, 99 Northwestern Street, Manchester. And they're pretty cool. They have a lot of really interesting beers. You can see on the screen, they've been around since 2014. That is a popular year. I've been reviewing a lot of microbreweries, craft breweries from around the United Kingdom, and 2014, 2015, 2016, those are big years for people starting microbreweries, and it's hey, I'm reaping the benefit. It's amazing. Hop forward, fruit led beers. I'm down with anything you guys want to do. And what I really also like about ABC or Alphabet Brewing is their artwork. Very, very cool. Hey, Matt. Matt is in the chat, and they've got a lot of interesting things. They have a mask you can buy in their shop. I suppose everybody's got one of those these days. But let's take a look at the art. So you see the art is there. If you roll down, you get a glimpse of the mention of Nick Hamilton. So let's take a look at Nick. Nick does all the art. Here's his Instagram. Totally follow it. It is, you can see the Hamo. But he is also clearly a vandal, as well as being a very talented artist. And there you go. You can see Florida Man there for ABC. But he's just got some just really impressive stuff you can go take a look at. And he's got a shop. I'm not trying to plug him, but I love beer art and I love beer artists. So take a look at that. Some very interesting things here. Take a look. You can get to this from Instagram, so you don't need to get any of those links, but I'll stick them down in the show notes after the fact if you really want to find out more about them. So there we go. Alphabet Brewing Co. Very, very good. But what beer are we going to be trying today? Ooh, let's take a quick look here because I've already got loaded up. But wait, there's more. And this art is properly cool. There's a nice description there. A pithy, zesty New England IPA, jam-packed with joosy stylings of BBC Mosaic, Citra and Bru-1. So it looks good. I'm gonna. Is there any other tasting notes? No, that's all we need, right? You can see where to buy it. You can buy. I bought it directly from ABC, and I bought a bunch of other ones. Just kind of randomly picked as I do. Let's adjust this. What am I? There we go. That's just the size of everything there, so we can still see it. So there we go. I bought it, but you can't really, it doesn't really give the art justice when you see it there. And I'll try and start at the beginning, which is sort of like, there we go. Put that up there. The Egg Boss. Hey, focus. It doesn't focus very well when I'm doing that. Whenever I want it to really get to grips with focus, it doesn't want to do it, does it? I'm struggling with the camera today. But it's the Egg Boss, and it goes all the way around. But wait, there's more. And weird adverts like you'd see on the back of a childhood comic book sort of thing. There we go. Regular retail price. The Sausage Sizzler. Sausage in just 90 seconds. That does sound pretty good. For only $11.95. That's pretty good. And there's the other one, the Egg Boss. Liquid cooled 4K Ultra HD Wi-Fi enabled. 30-day money-back guarantee. And it does subtly say there the product's not the beer inside. So I really like the art. The other one I might do it at some time in the future was the Kalinda. Oh my goodness, I just noticed that's a 9.2 double IPA. So that'll be a lot of fun later. Have a meal first. I've got my glass and I have a beer. Fabulous. Citra Mosaic. So Bru-1. Give it a little, oh, that is a whiff. Strong Tropics. In a cold winters, not technically winter yet, but certainly getting slightly chillier English autumn. Smelling something that's as tropical as that is a real special treat. So I'm going to pour that into there. So we're going to expect something goopy, juicy with 2 O's. And I'll leave a little bit in the can so I feel like I'm drinking in moderation. There we go. You get a pretty good look at that. Wonderful fuzzy little head on there. Nice bit of murkiness. It's got the right color. It's not too pale. I wish they would tell us what malt they use, but we'll just have to guess and hope for the best, right? Give it a little smelly smell. 6%. Egg Boss Bread Buddy and Sausage Sizzler. It smells amazing. Super stone fruity. Yeah, maybe pineapple. Not so much orange. Yeah, I like it. It says jam-packed. Doesn't smell sweet though. I guess they got the most out of their malts, so low end gravity. Let's try it. Wow, it's dry. Holy moly. That's why they're talking pithy zesty then. I think my mouth is drier for having just put liquid in it. Let's try that again. Jeez. For a 6%, it hits like a triple IPA. Not the booziness, just the really dry. That's good. And I like that kind of beer, so it's all right. You know, I either like my beers dry and hoppy, or, you know, one of those kind of caramel chocolate stout, sweet little numbers, porter types. But no, I don't really like to taste the alcohol level, and I don't taste it, which is a real win for this one. It's also vegan. If you're a vegan and you like vegan beer, check out Alphabet Brewing Co. One more sip and then we'll rate it. Okay, slightly larger glug there, because sometimes you get a larger glug and you change your mind. That happened recently. So it's got a bit of I mentioned this before, and actually Fermented Nerds, who does reviews, quoted me quoting someone else once when I said there's a rubberiness to it. Like if you smell a tennis ball with no hair on it. I think I stole that from the bloody hell, the sommelier, Somm. There's this kind of pompous guy on Somm. It's a movie documentary about these people who try to become sommeliers, and somebody characterizes a wine as the smell of opening tennis balls. And actually, I thought it was preposterous at the time, but ever since I started doing beer tastings, I started to notice things that I taste. Like I had one last night where the sweetness was like carrot, but not the outside of the carrot. You know, if you strip when I was a kid, I used to rip the outsides off of carrots because that inner sort of core was much sweeter. And that was more like candy. There's a certain sweetness that comes from like high alpha acid hops that tastes like that. And I'm going to review that one so I can say that. But there's some really interesting. So this has a bit of that carrot juicy sweetness, you know, like a not so sweet background, but really it's a stone fruity, pretty zesty, pretty dry. So if that's the sort of thing you like, I think you're going to love this. I'm probably going to give it a pretty good score. I'm going to give it on packaging. It's just a can, but the art is killer. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 overall on packaging. Like the guy who's doing this art, I was tempted just to like out of support to go buy one of his art pieces on his shop. And then I realized, you know what I could also do? Buy an absolute ton of this beer. That's another homage. So that was quite good. Is it unique? It's a New England IPA. Well, the hops are a little bit out there, but not really, right? It's a 3 out of 5 on uniqueness. Is it accurate? Yeah, I love it. It's really good. So 4. So we're going to boost that up to a 15. And I think it's freaking great. So probably give it a 9 out of 10 on that. It's going to be a nice round 24. That's 4 to 5 out of if I were to go and untapped it. And Matt, as soon as you're watching, you're probably going to catch whiff of my untapped check-in very shortly. This has been a really good beer. And I'm looking for, this is the first one I've had from ABC. There was one that came as the Cyberfest. The Beer 52 Cyberfest sent a to the K, I think it was, by ABC. And I gave it to a friend, so I didn't even get to try it. So this is the first one I've been able to have from ABC. And I am so far a reasonably big fan of both the art and the beer that they produce. And I'm really excited to continue my ABC journey. All right. I think that's the end of this review. Thanks for watching. My name's Steve Giguere. This is BeerNative. Tell your friends about this channel. And do hit the thumbs up so that other people get to see this one. I have not seen a lot of reviews of Alphabet Brewing Co. So, let's spread the good word. My name's Steve again. Thanks for watching. Branding.